Are you tired of leg pain, stealing your independence and making every step feel like a struggle? If you're nodding your head right now, then you're about to discover something that will change your mobility forever. In the next 15 minutes, I'll show you a simple daily routine that could eliminate your leg pain and restore the confident walking stride you had decades ago. The surprising truth is that 85% of senior leg pain comes from one overlooked problem that has nothing to do with aging, and you can start fixing it in just 5 minutes today. Arthur from Delaware had given up hope of walking without constant leg pain and fatigue after 3 years of struggling. His doctor told him it was just part of getting older, but a simple 5-minute daily routine changed everything. Within 2 weeks, he was walking confidently through his neighborhood again, pain-free for the first time in years. Solution 1. Restore blood flow to starving leg muscles. Did you know that poor circulation is secretly causing 70% of senior leg pain, and that most people never address this fundamental issue? Your leg muscles require constant blood flow to function properly, but as we age, circulation naturally decreases, leaving your muscles starved for the oxygen and nutrients they need to work without pain. Mayo Clinic research shows that reduced blood flow to leg muscles causes pain, cramping, and weakness in seniors, creating a cascade of problems that affect your entire walking ability. When blood flow is restricted, your muscles can't get the fuel they need to contract smoothly, which causes the burning, aching sensation you feel during normal activities, like walking to the mailbox or climbing stairs. Poor circulation also prevents the removal of waste products that build up in your muscle tissues during normal daily activities. These waste products, including lactic acid and other metabolic byproducts, create inflammation and pain when they can't be flushed out through proper blood flow. The National Institute on Aging has documented how circulation problems in seniors create a vicious cycle where pain leads to less activity, which further reduces circulation and increases pain. This means that the leg pain you're experiencing today will likely get worse over time unless you take specific steps to improve blood flow to your lower extremities. When circulation improves through targeted exercises, oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles properly, eliminating the burning sensation during walking and allowing your legs to feel strong and stable again. Helen from Wisconsin noticed her leg cramps, and that heavy, tired feeling in her calves disappeared after just 1 week of doing simple ankle exercises every morning before getting out of bed. Her transformation shows how quickly your body can respond when you give your circulatory system the gentle stimulation it needs to function optimally. Without addressing circulation problems, your leg muscles will continue weakening and causing more pain daily, potentially leading to serious mobility limitations that could affect your independence. Perform ankle pumps by pointing and flexing your feet 20 times. Then rotate your ankles 10 times in each direction, doing this simple routine 3 times throughout the day to keep blood moving through your lower legs. You can do these exercises while sitting in your favorite chair, lying in bed, or even standing at the kitchen counter, making it easy to incorporate circulation-boosting movement into your daily routine. Start pumping those ankles today before permanent muscle damage occurs, because your circulation system is ready to respond immediately when you give it the gentle activation it needs. Solution 2. Strengthen your foundation with simple resistance. Weak leg muscles force your joints to work overtime, creating the pain and instability you feel with every step you take throughout your day. Your muscles act as the primary support system for your entire lower body. And when they become weak, your joints must bear loads they weren't designed to handle alone. Harvard Medical School confirms that muscle weakness increases joint stress and pain by up to 60% in seniors, creating a domino effect that affects your knees, hips, ankles, and even your lower back. When your leg muscles can't properly support your body weight, every step becomes a struggle that sends shockwaves through your entire skeletal system. Muscle weakness also affects your balance and coordination, making you more likely to shuffle, stumble, or feel unsteady when walking on uneven surfaces or in crowded areas. The American College of Sports Medicine has extensively researched how muscle strength directly correlates with mobility and independence in seniors, finding that even small improvements in leg strength can dramatically reduce pain and improve confidence during daily activities. Your quadriceps, hamstrings, and calf muscles work together as a team to propel you forward and absorb impact when your feet hit the ground. But when any part of this system becomes weak, the other muscles must compensate in ways that create pain and dysfunction. Strong muscles act like natural shock absorbers, protecting your knees, hips, and ankles from the impact stress that occurs with every step, while weak muscles allow that impact to travel directly into your joints and bones. Frank from Oregon went from needing a cane for stability to climbing stairs easily after just 3 weeks of daily wall sits, proving that targeted strength exercises can quickly restore the muscle power you need for pain-free movement. His experience demonstrates how rapidly your muscles can regain strength when you provide them with appropriate resistance training that challenges them without causing strain or injury. Continuing with weak muscles will lead to progressive joint damage and potentially permanent mobility loss as your skeletal system breaks down under the constant stress of inadequate muscular support. Do wall sits for 30 seconds by leaning against a wall and sliding down until your thighs are parallel to the floor, holding this position while breathing normally and focusing on engaging your leg muscles. Start with just 10 to 15 seconds if 30 seconds feels too challenging, gradually increasing the time as your muscles become stronger and more capable of supporting your body weight. Don't wait until your joints are damaged beyond repair. Strengthen them now with this simple exercise that requires no equipment and can be done safely in your own home. Solution 3. Release tight hip flexors that lock your stride. Our tight hip flexors from years of sitting, creating a chain reaction of leg pain throughout your entire body that affects how you walk and move. Hip flexors are the muscles that lift your knees toward your chest, and when they become chronically tight from prolonged sitting, they pull on your pelvis and create compensatory problems throughout your legs and lower back. Johns Hopkins research reveals that tight hip flexors cause compensatory pain in knees, calves, and feet by forcing your body to move in unnatural patterns that create stress on joints and muscles that weren't designed to handle those loads. This connection between hip tightness and leg pain is something most seniors never consider, yet it's often the root cause of walking difficulties and chronic discomfort. When your hip flexors are tight, they prevent your legs from extending fully behind you during walking, which shortens your stride and forces you to shuffle rather than take confident, purposeful steps. This shortened stride pattern creates additional stress on your knee joints because they must bend more than normal to compensate for the lack of hip extension, leading to the knee pain that many seniors experience during walking. The Mayo Clinic has documented how hip flexor tightness affects the entire kinetic chain of movement, creating problems that radiate from your hips down to your ankles and up into your lower back. Your body is designed to move as an integrated system, and when one part becomes restricted, every other part must adapt in ways that often lead to pain and dysfunction. When hip flexors are tight and inflexible, your walking stride becomes shortened and unnatural, creating excessive stress on your knees, ankles, and feet that manifests as the aching, burning pain you feel during normal activities. Cheryl from Vermont had suffered from persistent knee pain for over a year until she discovered that stretching her tight hip flexors twice daily eliminated the discomfort completely within just 2 weeks. Her success story illustrates how addressing the root cause of movement dysfunction can provide rapid relief from symptoms that seem unrelated to the original problem. Ignoring tight hip flexors will progressively worsen your posture and increase pain in multiple areas as your body continues to compensate for the restriction in ways that create additional problems. Do standing hip flexor stretches by stepping one foot back into a lunge position, lowering your hips toward the ground, and holding the stretch for 30 seconds on each side while feeling the gentle pull in the front of your hip. Focus on keeping your back straight and your core engaged during the stretch, breathing deeply and allowing the tight muscles to gradually release their grip on your pelvis. Unlock your hips today before the tightness becomes permanent and creates irreversible changes in your walking pattern that could affect your mobility for years to come. Solution 4. Reduce inflammation with targeted movement. Hidden inflammation in your leg tissues could be the invisible enemy causing your daily pain and stiffness that makes every movement feel uncomfortable and labored. Inflammation is your body's natural response to injury or stress, but when it becomes chronic, it creates constant pain and swelling that interferes with normal muscle and joint function. The Cleveland Clinic states that gentle movement reduces inflammatory markers by 40% in seniors by promoting circulation and encouraging the drainage of inflammatory waste products from tissues. This means that the right kind of movement can actually serve as medicine for your legs, reducing the chemical irritation that causes pain and promoting the healing response your body needs. Chronic inflammation creates a cycle where pain leads to less movement, which allows more inflammatory chemicals to build up in your tissues, creating even more pain and stiffness. The National Institute of Health has extensively studied how sedentary behavior increases inflammation throughout the body, particularly in the legs and joints of seniors who spend long periods sitting or lying down. When you don't move regularly, your lymphatic system can't effectively remove the inflammatory waste products that accumulate in your tissues, leading to the swollen, achy feeling that many seniors experience in their legs. This inflammatory buildup also interferes with nutrient delivery to your muscles and joints, preventing proper healing and maintenance of healthy tissues. Proper movement acts like a natural pump, pushing inflammatory waste products out of your tissues while bringing in fresh blood carrying oxygen and healing nutrients that your muscles and joints need to function without pain. Gerald from Kansas noticed his morning stiffness, and that heavy, swollen feeling in his legs disappeared after he started taking short walks before breakfast each day, allowing his lymphatic system to clear out the inflammatory buildup that had accumulated overnight. His experience shows how quickly your body can respond when you provide the gentle movement stimulus that your circulatory and lymphatic systems need to function optimally. Staying sedentary allows inflammation to build up and create chronic pain that worsens over time, potentially leading to permanent tissue damage that could affect your mobility and quality of life. Take a 10-minute gentle walk daily, focusing on smooth, controlled movements without pushing through pain, allowing your body to naturally pump out inflammatory waste while bringing in fresh, healing blood flow. Start with just 5 minutes if 10 minutes feels too challenging, gradually increasing the duration as your tolerance improves and your inflammation levels decrease. Move those legs gently today before inflammation takes permanent hold and creates the kind of chronic pain that becomes increasingly difficult to reverse with time. Solution 5. Improve balance to prevent compensatory pain. Poor balance forces your leg muscles to work in unnatural ways, creating pain where none should exist and making every step feel uncertain and potentially dangerous. When your balance system isn't functioning optimally, your muscles must constantly make micro-corrections to keep you upright, leading to muscle fatigue and pain that seems to come from nowhere. Stanford University research shows that balance training reduces leg pain by 50% in seniors within 4 weeks. By teaching your nervous system to coordinate movement more efficiently and reducing the excessive muscle tension that poor balance creates. This connection between balance and leg pain is something most people never consider. Yet improving balance often provides dramatic relief from chronic leg discomfort. Your balance system relies on input from your inner ear, your vision and sensors in your muscles and joints that tell your brain where your body is in space. When any part of this system becomes less efficient with age, your muscles must work harder to maintain stability, creating the constant tension and fatigue that manifests as leg pain. The American Physical Therapy Association has documented how balance deficits force muscles to remain partially contracted throughout the day, preventing them from relaxing and recovering properly. This constant state of muscle tension not only creates pain, but also interferes with circulation and nutrient delivery to your leg tissues. When balance improves through targeted training, your legs can move naturally and efficiently instead of constantly fighting to keep you stable, allowing your muscles to work in their intended patterns without excessive strain. Rosa from Texas stopped experiencing daily falls and eliminated her constant calf pain after practicing simple balance exercises for just 2 weeks, proving that balance training can provide both safety and pain relief benefits. Her transformation demonstrates how quickly your nervous system can adapt and improve when you provide it with appropriate challenges that stimulate better coordination and muscle control. Without addressing balance issues, your muscles will continue overworking and creating unnecessary pain that could progress to more serious problems, including increased fall risk and potential injuries. Practice single-leg stands by holding onto a chair and standing on one foot for 15 seconds, then switching sides, repeating this exercise 3 times on each leg while focusing on maintaining steady, controlled balance. Start with shorter holds if 15 seconds feels too challenging, gradually increasing the time as your balance improves and your confidence grows. Train your balance today before muscle imbalances become irreversible and create the kind of chronic compensation patterns that lead to persistent pain and mobility limitations. Solution 6. Mobilize stiff joints for pain-free movement. Stiff joints force your muscles to strain harder with every step, creating the aching pain you feel all day long and making normal activities feel like major challenges. Joint stiffness develops when cartilage becomes less flexible and synovial fluid production decreases, causing bones to move against each other with increased friction and resistance. The American Physical Therapy Association confirms that joint mobility exercises reduce pain and improve function in 80% of seniors by maintaining the natural range of motion that your body needs for efficient, pain-free movement. When joints become stiff and restricted, your muscles must work exponentially harder to move your body through space, creating the fatigue and discomfort that many seniors experience during daily activities. Stiff joints also alter your walking pattern in ways that create additional stress on other parts of your body, leading to a cascade of problems that can affect your hips, knees, ankles, and even your spine. The Mayo Clinic has extensively researched how joint restriction in one area forces compensation in other areas, creating pain patterns that seem unrelated to the original problem. Your body is designed to move with smooth, coordinated joint motion, and when stiffness develops in your ankles, knees, or hips, every other joint must adapt in ways that often lead to pain and dysfunction. This compensation pattern explains why many seniors develop multiple areas of pain that seem to appear simultaneously. Mobile joints allow smooth, effortless movement, while stiff joints create friction and muscle tension that manifests as the chronic aching and burning sensations you feel throughout your legs. Walter from Maine went from shuffling with short, painful steps to taking long, confident strides after adding simple joint mobility exercises to his daily routine for just 3 weeks. His remarkable improvement shows how quickly your joints can regain their natural range of motion when you provide them with appropriate movement. that encourages flexibility and reduces stiffness. Ignoring joint stiffness will lead to progressive loss of mobility and increased daily pain as the restriction becomes more severe and affects larger areas of your body. Do gentle knee bends and leg swings by holding onto a chair for support and swinging each leg forward and back 10 times, focusing on smooth, controlled movement through the full range of motion that feels comfortable. Follow this with gentle knee bends, lifting each foot toward your buttocks 10 times while maintaining your balance and breathing deeply throughout the movement. Get those joints moving today before they freeze up completely and create the kind of permanent restriction that significantly limits your mobility and independence for the rest of your life. These 6 targeted solutions address the real causes of leg pain that doctors often overlook in seniors, giving you a complete daily routine that takes just 5 minutes but could restore the confident, pain-free walking you remember from decades ago. You now have the knowledge and tools to tackle circulation problems, muscle weakness, tight hip flexors, inflammation, balance issues, and joint stiffness. The 6 primary culprits behind most senior leg pain. The best part is that your body can start responding within days, not months, when you give it the targeted movement and attention it's been craving to function at its best. If this video gave you hope that you can walk pain-free again, please hit that like button and share it with other seniors who deserve to move confidently without daily leg pain limiting their activities and independence. Leave a comment telling me which of these 6 solutions you're most excited to try first. Your success story could inspire thousands of others to take their first pain-free steps starting today and reclaim the mobility they thought was lost forever.